What's going on, y'all? Welcome to another episode of ENA We Got Time. As always, I'm your host, Alex, here with another week of NFL prediction picks. First off, I want to say subscribe, like, comment. If you're interested, we're doing a $25 giveaway each week. Just go ahead under this video, comment who you think will win, and give a total score for one game. Like the Colts and Titans are playing. Let's say you got Colts. You would say Colts, 35. Colts would have 20, Titans would have 15. So just in case there's a tie, so, we don't have to split or nothing. But anyway, let's start off. Giants at Jags. My Giants, we 5-1. If you've been with me, I didn't think we'd be here right now, but I'm happy where we at. I do not want to get too high, because this could very well be a trap game. But I do like what I'm seeing from the Giants defensively. Offensively, Saquon, he's doing his thing. He does have a shoulder injury, so hopefully the defense could create some takeaways. Daniel Jones can get the tight end more involved. I know he really likes throwing to him, Richie James, and so forth, Slayton and other weapons, so we don't have to rely so much on Saquon, being as though he does have an injury. With that being said, I got the Giants winning this game 23-20. It's going to be a very close game. We don't blow anybody out, but I do think we have everything we need to go to Jacksonville and win. Next, we got Falcons at Bengals. This should be a good game. I know a lot of people are really high on the Bengals. They made some pretty big power rankings, still at 3-3, but that's neither here nor there. Higgins was questionable so far this week with ankle. He was limited at practice, and Chase was questionable with a hip. He had limited participation in practice as well. So be on the lookout for them. But I do think both of these guys will play. I just don't think they will have as many snaps probably. I have the Bengals winning this game 24-21. Like I said, with those guys possibly being limited, I do think that'll close the gap up. Next, we have Lions at Cowboys. Dak is finally back. Josh Reynolds is questionable with a knee injury. I know Swift, he should be returning. The Lions at one point in time were the highest scoring offense, but they were giving a lot of points away. If you've been watching, I'm really big on Hutchinson. The pass rusher that the Lions got, Dallas offensive line isn't that great. I think the Lions go to Dallas, and I think this could be an upset. So for that reason, I have this one being 30-24 Lions. And next we got Colts at Titans. Hines is back at practice. Leonard practiced a little bit, and Jonathan Taylor was limited. So Titans are fully healthy. They're playing at home. Derrick Henry, hopefully he gets in more of a groove. I know a lot of people have been waiting on him to really go out there and pick up what he left off last year before the injury. But I think with all those guys possibly coming back for the Colts, I got the Colts winning this game 20-14. I think it'll be a very low-scoring game since both teams do a really good job of running the football, and I think they're run-first team, even though the Colts, they haven't done as much recently due to injury, but I think they get back to that this week, so that's why I got the score like that, and I got the Colts winning. Next, we have Packers at Commanders. Rodgers has a thumb injury. I don't know how much that'll hinder him. I don't know what that's for. I know a lot of people have been on Aaron Rodgers for his play as of lately. I'm not making any excuse. It was just on the injury report, so maybe that might be what's holding him back the last 2 weeks, not excusing the rest of the season. Just saying. Watson, the wide receiver, he did not practice. He has a hamstring injury for the Commanders. Logan Thomas, a tight end, he's questionable with a calf. I think it was limited at practice. And Dotson has a hamstring injury. He was limited at practice. But the Commanders, Taylor Heineke, I think that team really likes playing with him and for him. The Packers have not been good as of late, but I just can't see the Packers dropping 3. So I have the Packers winning 23-20. However, I could see an upset, just saying, but I'm going with the Packers. Next, we have Bucks at Panthers. I don't really think there's much to say about this one. Cameron Brate did not practice, the tight end for the Bucks. Julio still no practice. He still has a knee injury. J.C. Horn was limited at practice, and Jackson ankle. So that secondary was a little banged up, but that obviously doesn't mean anything. We just saw the Steelers beat the Bucks, and that secondary had 3 guys out, and also their best defensive player in T.J. Watt. So I'm not counting them out, but I do have Brady and the Bucks going back and winning this game. I have it 28-17. I know it's a divisional game, but I really think they're looking for some get back. So that's how I'm calling this game. And as for the next one, we got Browns at Ravens. Conklin's questionable. Andrews did not practice. That's a big one. Knee injury. J.K. Dobbins, knee, did not practice. And Lamar was limited at practice with a hip injury. He's questionable, but I'm sure he'll play. This really could be a toss-up with those 3 guys on offense being questionable and being a little banged up. But I'm going with the Ravens. I got the Ravens 27-24 against the Browns. That's how I'm calling it. Next, we have Jets at Broncos. Jets are 4-2, man. You know, I really like what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. Offensively, they're getting things together. I know, if I'm not mistaken, Moore is his name. I think he just asked for a trade, so we'll see how that goes. But my favorite, Burris, the smallest slot receiver, he's questionable. But besides that, Brown, the lineman, he's questionable. But besides that, Johnson, he's questionable. And that's it for the injury report. Russ has a hamstring issue, but I'm pretty sure he'll play. So Jets at Broncos, I got Jets winning this one 17-14. I think it'll be a low-scoring defensive game, but I think the Jets can pull this off. Texans at Raiders. Wide receiver Collins has a wrist. He's questionable for the Texans. Waller has a hamstring. He did not practice. So we'll see about that. That's a huge, huge loss for them if he can't go. But I still got the Raiders winning this one 30-21. I saw NFL.com have some reports saying they're the best 1-4 team in the NFL. I don't know what that means. They had them ranked 16th. I always heard your record is exactly who you are. So we'll see. But I do have the Raiders getting back on this one. Hopefully they can string some wins together, playing a pretty easy schedule coming up. But next, we got Seahawks at Chargers. Allen, he was questionable. He was limited at practice, so he might be back. Palmer has a concussion, so we'll see how that plays out. And Everett, he was sick, so he should play. Seahawks going to this game relatively healthy. No big time players on the injury report. So if the Chargers are fully healthy and Seahawks are fully healthy, I got this game Chargers 35-28. Next, we have Chiefs at 49ers. 49ers just dropped a really, what everybody thought was just a lock against the Falcons. Armstead's still questionable. Bosa's still questionable. Williams is still questionable. A lot of guys on that defensive front are not back yet. So we'll see how that plays out. If those guys can't go, I don't see this game being close. So I'm going to pay the 49ers defense some respect. I have this game 31-21 Chiefs. Next, we have Steelers at Dolphins. Freiermuth, the tight end for the Steelers, he probably won't play. He's out with concussion. Waddle has a shoulder injury. He was limited at practice Wednesday. Mostert knee, limited at practice. The Steelers beat Tampa Bay, but at this point in time, I don't think Tampa Bay is exactly the top of the NFC as we speak right now. They have problems on both sides of the ball. So I'm not putting too much stock in that Steelers win, but it was a good win for them, being as though they had a lot of guys out. But the Dolphins, Tua's back, so for that reason, I have the Dolphins winning this game 24-14. And lastly, we have the Bears. Monday Night Football. Bears at Patriots. Both teams going to this relatively healthy. Everybody who was questionable was limited practice, but from all the reports I read, everybody should play. Bailey Zappi is playing really good. I don't think Mac Jones will be back, being as though they're winning. I don't think they're trying to rush him back. Justin Fields, I want to see you do better. I want to see you do good. I really like him as a prospect. I want the Giants to draft him, but he just has to get better at reading defense, getting the ball out. I like Mooney. He's a really good receiver. I like what they got going on, but they're going to New England, and I just don't think they have all the components yet to go to New England, even though they're playing with a backup quarterback, to win. So for that reason, I got Patriots 21, Bears 17. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. This is ENA We Got Time, and I'm out. Peace.
Here, make
Drop it off at your
Pittsburgh.